No. Hello, everyone. We are with this 11th symposium is here of architecture 3000, 4000, 5000, and education of the future with all the beautiful news around the world, novelty, innovation. And yes, today we are in Romania with a dear friend, Alejandra Dumitrescu, and with beautiful projects. So would you like to introduce yourself, and we start with your beautiful country?
Thank you very much, Naomi. Thank you. And hello, everybody who is watching us. I'm Alexandra Dumitrescu from Romania, and I'm here a co-founder of a holistic school. It's a primary school and a kindergarten for kids. Now we have more than 160 kids that we are.
Congratulations. What's the name of the school?
The school is named Atlantea. It's interesting name because it's coming from Atlantis, which is the old civilization that we all know, and Thea is the goddess of new beginnings. So
Wow.
so it's combined the old wisdom with the new that is coming on this earth. So the new earth and the education of the future, the education of the new earth. This is what we want to bring in Atlantea. It's holistic education. It's approaching all levels of the human structure, uh,
Mm-hmm.
body, mind, of course, and soul and spirit. And we want to give the child a complete understanding of life, first of all, through education. And to give them knowledge, actually not to put the knowledge because they already know, but just to come up with the knowledge from within themselves because they already have it, and just to guide them, actually. It's a guiding process that we are doing for the kids. Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful. Alejandra, what is the situation right now in Romania?
So for the moment, the things are a little bit more relaxed. That if you refer to the restrictions and pandemic, and the schools are open after a few months. They were closed from October till February. Now they are open again. There are some restrictions, but actually, what is happening is that parents are waking up. That parents
Wow.
to understand that it's better to have a different orientation, what means education. And first of all, they start to a little bit avoid, if they can avoid the state system, that it's the the classical one. The classical education is promoting classical education. So I hope parents start understanding and raising their consciousness, and being more involved in what all these changes are happening and doing now. So
Beautiful.
we have plenty of requests for adhering our school.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
Great, great. Romania is a wonderful country with a lot of novelties, actually. And we want to know about your drawings behind. What are your new projects, Alejandra?
This is a project. It's done in 2006. It's a friend of mine, architect, who did it. And actually, I wanted now in 2021, to build something similar. And I was discussing with some friends, and I told them that I want to build not only a school, but a holistic campus, actually a community that can be sustainable, self-sustainable, and can be like a blueprint for the next ones that are going to be built in Romania, and not only in Romania. And they said, okay, but we already have a beautiful project that, if you can see, uh,
Wow.
it's
Mhm.
guided by sacred geometry. I like it very much when I saw it. And there are natural houses. They said they use natural materials, and they fit very well in natural environment, and they try to protect the environment because they to not damage the earth and the base. So and I have another one just for an exemplification.
Mm. So it
uh,
would be like a campus, like university campus, like high level knowledge
Uh,
after high school. Wow.
yeah, this is the Fibonacci, it's the spiral. And again, it's a beautiful houses like this, if you can see. Um, what is my vision? Of course, it's a campus, if I may say. It's a campus that for human development and transformation, not only for children. It can be a campus, a big place that can have this kind of structures, circular structures, sacred geometry structures and buildings, and being in circles, not on streets that we build at the moment, but circular streets. And here in the center to have the multi-university and whatever it can contain from a lot of domains. So changing the curricula a little bit, right? And addressing more subjects that now are not addressed, like let's say permaculture, bioagriculture, or even intuition and human development, personal development, and new technologies, and so on and so forth. So here in this center,
So
we give.
everything new will be in your campus.
Yes, yes,
And we will
actually.
connect with all the countries and the Multi-University of Education 3000, definitely.
So this is my vision. It's not final vision, let's say, because it's changing and changing, and a lot of ideas can come later on. But this is the basic vision for the moment. That in this center you also have education center, but you can also have, as I said, human development. That means personal growth. And all the classes and courses you can do to understand your inner self and your inner being, and even health center where you can learn how to heal yourself. This can be part of education as well, to know our body and to know how it works and how we can heal, and how to raise to the maximum potential that lies within ourselves. So this, I think it's important for a system, especially a university, to give a person the full perspective of who he is or who she is, to make her eyes open towards this being that we are. And then this person can choose, okay, I can be this, and I can be this, and I can do that. Education, not compulsory things to do. You can address different subjects, depends on what you feel you are. But first you have to discover yourself, you have to discover who you are, and then what you want to do. And then the next step will be, okay, from this knowledge, what you can give onwards to others. So education with a higher purpose. I can see that education with a higher purpose, that it's to serve others and to serve humanity, to let our children learn that we can, actually the purpose of education is, can be this one, to bring back to the community what community gave you. So keep this in mind, that is not for only for yourself, it's an egoistical purpose. So
It's beautiful,
and more than
this
that,
kind
I
of
think,
loop.
yes,
It's so beautiful. It's so
what comes
generous, and it's a
around,
high consciousness.
yeah, turns around. So yeah, and this expands the consciousness of the children and the students, just because they are, and they understand that they will learn just to bring back something and give back something to society, that will expand their consciousness as well, because they are not just learning for making money for themselves. Actually, they will say, I will make robotics like my son. He wants to do robotics because, and inventics, because he wants to change the world. He wants
Wow.
bring something new in the world. So this is the mentality. Okay, why are we learning? But before doing that, we have to understand who we are. So that's the process. The multi-university will brought the child, will bring him from a stage, and from all levels up till this ultimate stage where you are complete compassionate being, empathic being, and you are able to give, to share to the others.
Beautiful.
And what I can, and more than that, I see here involvement of parents as well. This campus can have places or, meetings for parents as well. They also have to understand what is happening to catch up with the new ideas, and mentors, of course. They will be prepared to help and guide the students. They will be like traveling partners, not hire, not, the mentors will be traveling partners with the students.
Traveling partners. I love it. I'm going to write it down.
Yes, thank you.
This is the way it is. I have a question, dear Alejandra. This
Yes,
beautiful drawing you have behind is based on the Fibonacci spiral. Can you
yes.
tell us a little bit more about the Fibonacci and why this kind of structure?
Why? Sorry, that question.
What
Why?
about the structure you have? If you can develop a little bit on why it's based on the Fibonacci spiral.
Okay, because this is, you can find everywhere in nature. So this kind of structure you can find it in the spiral of the universe and the galaxies, and in in our flowers and so on. So actually, why I will promote this kind of architecture is
Yeah,
because
let's see everything. I would like to see the whole thing.
a little bit. So
Thank you.
I will promote it because it's
Beautiful.
in accordance with nature. So it's more natural for us as humans to live in this kind of structures than in just cubical ones that we are doing right now. Um, See, it's a lot of to discuss. I think I read about a little bit about this. I'm not an architect but I can feel. The intuition and the feeling can tell. And this is what I propose for the next generation campuses and schools and universities, to have this kind of structures, circular ones, to let kids and children go from one place to the other, not to obstruct the child. We stay in classes and they are just cubicle classes, and you cannot really go from one place to the other. You just have your classroom and that's it. So I do not envision it like this. I envision it like a big space, a beautiful space that the child can go. It has some stations, with different tools, and you can go from one station to other station, and it will be much more useful for learning in this way. So if you today want to study one subject, you go to this station, and to this station you have one mentor. And I'm sorry if it's a
No
small,
problem.
it's my child. I have to go a little bit. So it's what I want to say, that each station, each subject has materials to work on, hands-on materials to. Mami, imediat mi te rog.
It's okay because we do all that for them. You can say hi on the camera as well.
They don't have more patience to wait. So and each station will have a mentor, and in the same time, other kids that they are already graduated, they will be mentors for the smaller ones. So one main mentor.
Oh yeah, I love that. Yes.
So after a few years of, let's say in Romania, we have from class 1 till class 8, this is the from class 1 till class 4, it's primary school, and then from class 5 to 8, it's gymnasium. But in class 8, I will not do class 8 a proper study, but I will just be mentor for others, for the smallest. And you just rewind and refresh everything you learned being a mentor, and in the same time you train yourself to give back to others, to understand this concept of giving back. So it's a lot of I have to talk about, and my ideas are here and there because I have a lot of things to say.
Maybe next year we do a huge meeting of all the campus around the world, multicultural, multi-level, multi-everything. I
Yes,
think everything is possible now. Everything is open. It's beautiful. May I ask you a big favor? We'd like to see the first slide, I mean, the first background. So you
yes,
can tell us a little bit about this structure as well, please.
yes.
It's
Uh,
then would you like to remind us the name of the architect?
Adrian Constantinescu, yes, it's a friend of mine. Um, but they did it. It's a company. With his company, he did this project. Actually, the project is not yet implemented in real life for the moment. But maybe now, in back in 2006, I think the people were not ready for this kind of
Oh,
architecture.
yes, we are.
Now we are ready,
So this is
and
based on the Flower of Life and
apply.
6.4.
Yes, yes,
It's
yes.
very beautiful.
You can see it has also garden and terraces. The structure is of the flower, but inside it's a little bit. You see it inside
Huh?
in this area and these areas. Yeah. Uh,
There is a beautiful dome in the center with a lot of light.
yes.
It's
Yes.
beautiful.
Yes. So this is a vision that we have here in Romania. More and more people. I have to say that maybe it's interesting to know. I get to know a lot of people that envision this kind of society a little bit outside of the system, that it's able to auto-sustain and to product everything, including education as well. And education is one important pillar in this kind of society.
Indeed.
Education and health system that is alternative healing for people. So this kind of
Beautiful.
yes, and people are interested in these kind of projects. And Atlantea, that's why I'm creating, and I'm going with the school, because I'm working on it like a pillar for the future. And I know that it will be a pillar for this kind of community, not only as a system of education, but a system of living, alternative system of living.
Maybe would you like to send a little message for the architects of the world to close
Oh,
this beautiful interview?
yeah, the
What will
most
be your piece of advice?
to connect to their heart, first of all, and to create, because I'm an artist as a hobby, and I'm painting, and I know how is to create. And my advice for me and all the artists and creators on this planet will be first to connect to their heart and to create from the heart. And if the answer is coming from that side, that means is the right answer. So whatever they are creating, uh, to be for humanity and from the heart.
For the humanity. Thank you so much. We definitely keep in touch. Please, you take care. All the best to your country and to your family and your project and to your school. You
Thank you
take
very
care.
much.
Bye bye.